Hello everybody, this is installment number 5 on my Discovering Myself journal, which is huge, huge. I'm going to go back a little bit because I did some writing that I hadn't shown. This is something I wrote a long time ago, and so my handwriting is very horrible, and I hate writing. It takes forever. When I type, I can type as fast as I think, and it comes up better and readable. So what I'm doing now is when I do my writings for my collages, I type it up and email it to a friend. She prints them out at work and sends them home with my husband. This is for the animal page. Of course, there's lots of cats because that's my favorite animal, but it's from my animal page. It's called The Perfect Family, P-U-R-F-E-C-T family. There is an old saying, water seeks its own level. Well, my water has been floating along for many years now, finding water a little above and a little below my level. I have always known what my heart saw as my own idea of the word family, and, well, never experienced that feeling or idea. Knowing this, the word family has always had a bad taste in my mouth. Fighting the oddity I know as myself, I caved in and conformed best as possible to mainstream living. Did the stint as perfect Navy wife and mother. For someone who was internally against the whole idea, I must admit I did a rather bang-up job at it, and stayed for quite a long time, even fighting that gypsy urge in me to run and fly to something less normal. The gypsy finally won her battle within me, and I was off on a long journey of adventures, some good, some bad, a lot of learning too. Well, even though the mind stayed the same, the body was slowly betraying my still constant urges for more search and research for that water that is exactly my level, if it even existed. I still knew of that family I had in mind and longed for, but body falling apart faster and faster, my physical shell would not allow the journeys to continue. I settled in a very non-conventional living situation for many years, which wasn't what I would choose, but was much better than homeless, so in my book, great for that time frame. My wings were not yet completely clipped, and still had some adventures as creatively as I could with the limits that were with me. The gypsy was very creative. Then came the time when nothing was fun anymore. The gypsy left me, my oddity changed, and my wings were slowly being clipped, slowly one at a time. My mind, body, and soul were giving up. The dream and idea of that specific family I had always dreamed of seemed impossible, so that died too. Everything died except me, literally. Then I met finally the water that seeks at my level, not below, not above, but right at it. But I did not know that right away. It was a slow process. But the first time I walked into his home, I could see the huge possibility that he had definite signs of the same ideas when it comes to the idea of family. So we got closer and closer. I moved in. He had 2 wonderful children, big fat old no, beautiful nosy, around 20 pounds, about 16 years old, and beautiful sweet kissing tiger baby kitty, probably around 9 years old. I had my precious James, just a baby, maybe 5 months old. Well, looked like the perfect family to me, and thus it started. This man and I talked and had the exact same views about not wanting or liking human children, and that our entire lives have been lived loving and having and caring for our feline children and living antisocial lives, and that our kids were our solace. They love us unconditionally and us them. It was so refreshing not only to share such deep feelings of the same kind with another, but especially a man. Well, our family grew and grew. We are now set, and our family could not be any more perfect. than any family I can imagine. We all get along. Everyone has their own relationship with one another. Everyone has their own special personality. Everyone has their own space. And there is more love in this house than I have ever felt in my life. Sadly, we lost Nosy December 5th, 2008, to old age. He died in both me and my husband's arms, in peace, no pain. He was 20 years old and the love of our lives. His ashes and paw print are here with us, and he is remembered every day. Here's our family from oldest to youngest. Wilbur, husband, Allison, and me, baby Kitty, James, Tinkerbell, Tate Baby and Scooter, brother and sister, and Fluffy and her son, baby boy. Okay, that's that. I showed you that. Now I showed you this picture here. The lady, and it was ghost writing and all. I think you remember seeing it. Well, I Googled some poems, and these fit. Oh, no, I didn't Google this. I wrote this myself. I'm getting ahead of myself. Alright, I wrote this myself, just a little. Caesar's tranquility, both real and imagined. I now know how to take off on a beautiful journey without leaving my chair. Soft sand, warm sun, and a good book, all can be done right where I sit. How, you may ask? The main ingredient is to be spiritually plugged in. Serenity is a mindful way. Learn how to live in your spirit self and keep close watch on the human self. Get lost in a book, a poem, a song, or a piece of art. Think, dream, and create is all it takes for a more tranquil life. Yeah, I wrote that. I didn't write anything for the Valentine. Oh, it was the mandala, Zentangle. I looked up poems on Zen, and I got 2 real short ones. I didn't write them, I copied them, and I'll give the artists their due. Enlightenment is like the moon reflected on the water. The moon does not get wet, nor is the water broken. Although its light is wide and great, the moon is reflected even in a puddle an inch wide. The whole moon is reflected even in a puddle an inch wide. The whole moon and the entire sky are reflected in one develop on the grass. That's from Dogen, D-O-G-E-N. And this one is, it is as though you have an eye that sees all forms, but does not see itself. This is how your mind is. The light penetrates everywhere and engulfs everything, so why does it not know itself? That's by Foyan, F-O-Y-A-N. Alright, and you saw that one. Saw that one. Saw that one. Here we go. Here's my, I love. Oh, can you see my frog? Can you see his face? Isn't he cute? There's just a bunch of forest stuff, a bunch of greens, just a bunch of stuff glued onto the paper, but I love my little frog. And I wrote a poem a while back, and it was fitting for this, so I put it here. Green. Green, an interesting color, representing many a thing. Green as is new person to a group or organization. Can be a fun one or possibly devastating one. Green, the color itself, also has many a shade. I love how many wonderful shades that green has. My respect and love of green is deep, dark, forest-like greens. Rich and thick and deep are these dark greens. Now, yes, green has most valuable and wonderful things, but as with everything, it just can't be perfect, right? They had to go and correlate the color green with A, being envious, a sin, B, queasy, yuck. C, and this is just me, but pea soup, yuck. When sending the old ball and chain out for, say, body soap, shampoo, scented candles, anything with lovely aromas, I just tell him to get anything green, but even a light blue-green mix is also usually pretty awesome. So no, I gather this is not a profound writing, neither a poem nor short story, just my love of the color green. And I can't write a song because our beloved Kermit wrote it when I was just a little girl. I can remember Kermit sounded so sad in the beginning of the song, I would cry. I still get a lump in the old throat. It's not easy being green. Oh, how sad. But as the song goes on, so does his courage and pride. Yes, yes, realize, like Kermit, it is wonderful being green. The moral of the story is what you think is yucky pea soup green. Remember, it's not always soup. It can be that relaxing green soap. I like that. Okay. This one is just kind of woodsy, a woodsy theme, a woodsy theme. And I wrote my favorite band, Jethro Tull. This is a song they did, Jethro Tull, Songs from the Wood. Let me bring you songs from the wood to make you feel much better than you could know, dust you down from tip to toe, show you how the garden grows, hold you steady as you go, join the chorus if you can, it'll make of you an honest man. Let me bring you love from the field, poppies red and roses filled with summer rain, to heal the wound and still the pain that threatens again and again as you drag down every lover's lane. Lifelong celebrations here, I'll toast you all in penny cheer. Let me bring you all things refined, galliards and lute songs served in chilling ale. Greetings well met, fellow, hail. I am the wind to fill your sail. I am the cross to take your nail. The singer of these ageless times, with kitchen prose and gutter rhymes. Songs from the wood make you feel much better. Now, the rest I haven't done any writing, and some of these aren't even finished, but I'll just give you a glance. This was just kind of a coin theme. There's all different coins. See a lot of empty space, so I'm going to be researching my magazines again tonight in bed to find more coinage. This one is all sea and fish, lots of fish. I have a poem for it. I just have not. It's a song from Nirvana, Something in the Way. I just didn't have it printed out yet. I will do that. And then this one I don't know what I'm going to write about it, but this is just all around the world. You got Brazil, Australia, United States. It's hard for me to show you, but it's just really neat. This is hard to see, but it's America. It's a blueprint, but it looks real pretty. So I did that. My maps. This here is the adventures of the real Tom Sawyer and Mark Twain. It's all things. There's Mark Twain. There's this little blurb here about his friend the fireman, and that's hard to see. There, Tom Sawyer, the cartoon there. This here says Sawyer had also proved his mettle when he saved 90 lives during a steamboat accident off the coast of Baja. I did not know that. Sawyer in the city, Twain and his fireman friend treated the streets of San Francisco as their stomping grounds. This here, in which 10 fate-telling newspaperman. Alright. Mark Twain prowls the rough and tumble streets of 1860 San Francisco with a hard-drinking, larger-than-life fireman, there he is, Tom Sawyer, and whereby Sawyer's exploits have languished untold and unremarked. I like that. I like that. That's my Tom Sawyer page. This is beautiful. I love this. This is just all pretty. See, take heart, faithful. There's a lot of hands holding hearts. Hands holding hearts. There's hands holding hearts. Hands holding a cross there, but hands holding heart. And I've got forgiveness, gift to make all things possible, faithful, take heart, expressions of self-love. So it's that. And this one, I don't know, weaving a brighter future is what that says. Weaving a brighter future. Just a bunch of stuff. Just a bunch of different interesting things that I'll tie together more later. And this has some abstract art and stuff. I don't know what I'm going to do with this page, but I found it very nice, all the different complementary pieces. This isn't finished. This needs a lot of work, but this is all really old things. Old things. You've got an old report, some kind of a record. It's that, that old paper, the old typewriter with the cartridges. Remember the old turkey there, and I got some more old stuff I'm gonna put in there and tie together. And that is it. That is what I've done so far. I've got several groups of collage papers to make some more, so I will do an installation number 6 later on after I get more full. So thank you for watching, and happy creating. Bye bye.